Nope.
No what?
No, I didn't get it all shared out yet.
Of course.
Or you don't even have your light on either.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
You don't even have to talk about it.
He's just consistently bad.
Yep. Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Follow Lily as far as letting us know where you're from as you join in.
Hey, Swansea Searcher, how are you? Hola.
For those that don't know, I'm in Pennsylvania, and these guys are down in New Orleans area.
Cheers.
Cheers. Welcome.
I'll tell you what, Blanton's is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
It is.
Blanton's or Macallan 12?
Well, both.
Or just two different to compare?
Well, one's a bourbon, one's a scotch.
Yeah, well, I understand. But, I mean, they're both whiskeys.
You know what? Save it, because I've seen all these other like videos or YouTube clips real quick of these guys doing the same thing, talking about bourbon and whiskey and stuff like that. And it's like just a bunch of idiots with
snobs.
Beer. Yeah, idiots with beer and just like sitting around drinking booze and like making a show out. Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
You know. But it was they were at a liquor store in Camden, New Jersey, like the other day, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I mean, Ian and I both will just drink Miller Lite or Yingling or whatever, on a pretty regular basis. But occasionally we like a glass of bourbon or a glass of scotch.
Sure.
I'm more of a bourbon drinker. Ian's I would say typically more of a scotch drinker, but I think you're kind of crossing. I think you probably enjoy both now. Like
I do.
I would say 3 years ago you were really a scotch drinker.
I was 100% scotch,
not bourbon. But
correct.
I think since then you've kind of.
Well, I would always say bourbon's way too sweet, but
yeah.
But now it's now once I start with a bourbon,
yeah, it's hard to go back.
I can't switch to a scotch the same night.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just so different on the palate.
Once it touches the lips.
All right. What's your preference, Ed? Do you drink whiskey at all?
Not really. I'm a big vodka fan. A lot of different types of vodkas, pretty much just straight up or on the rocks. Twist, martinis,
I like
Well, vodka is the chameleon of the alcohol world.
Oh yeah, it goes pretty much with
everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's probably a good gateway.
Yeah, Stoli's is my preference if I have to pick any of them. That's my go-to first. Tito's after that, and we can kind of spread out from there.
I'm a big fan of Kettle One. If I'm gonna go vodka, huh?
Yeah, Kettle One's good.
I think Kettle One is much better than Grey Goose, and I think Grey Goose they're like same price range, and I think
no Goose is usually more than
Kettle One.
I think so,
and I think Kettle One's a better vodka.
TMI, Edwin.
Great. Well, he's trying to not offend anybody because he's a local. So
right.
I'd rather hear that than tell him he's.
By the way, I'm with Swansea Searcher. Belvedere is the vodka.
Belvedere.
I was going to say the White Russians. I'd dig those too, big time.
Yep. I like a good White Russian.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Do you know what the dude called him on The Big Lebowski? He called them Caucasians.
Caucasian. I love The Big Lebowski too.
I know, I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think Flea is in that. I just saw one of those little Facebook things about bands that are in movies.
Yeah, Flea was in that. He was one of the
and Red Hot Chili Peppers is in like a lot of movies. I mean, Anthony Kiedis is in a couple, but Flea makes appearances in like a bunch of movies.
You know what movie him and who was the lead singer in Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Anthony Kiedis.
They were in together. Remember that Charlie Sheen movie, The Chase?
Yeah.
They were one of the
they were the band?
Well, no, they were one of the ones that were trying to knock.
Oh yeah, got you.
Knock them off.
I do remember that.
We're all over the place tonight.
Yeah, we're all over the place. Seriously. Went down a wormhole. Wasn't even a rabbit hole.
Lisa apologizes, guys, that she's really under the weather tonight and she couldn't make it, but she wanted to be here.
Yeah, Jimmy got her sick. Jimmy was sick in the park, made her come visit him, and then coughed
By the
all
way,
over
I didn't
her.
make Lisa do anything. By the way, we did play golf, but I wasn't even in the same cart with her.
Y'all did the live show, and y'all were shoulder to shoulder, and
True.
you were coughing all over.
True. I think I coughed in the other direction, but
Never.
I think I don't even know if what I had was contagious. I think it's just a funk everybody's kind of going through right now. I was struggling
Oh, I could tell.
last Wednesday.
I didn't watch it live because I was at a work event.
Yeah,
but I watched it afterwards,
which is why you couldn't be on. But
Yeah.
which worked out because we did it remote anyway. But yeah, I was struggling.
When Jimmy said he didn't even want to drink beer, that means he's on the verge of death.
I literally
He's
had,
on his deathbed.
dude. I had a Yingling sitting in front of me. Like I ordered a Yingling when we were setting up.
I think you
and
took one sip the
I
whole show.
drank it about halfway down by the time the show started, and I might have taken one sip during the show. And after the show, I didn't even finish it. It went to waste, Ian.
See, that's very unlike you.
Says a lot.
I know. It's crazy. I don't hear anything from Kim because Kim got me sick by freezing me out.
I don't think you can get sick from temperature. You
Well-
get sick from germs.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
No, you
Because-
probably got sick from eating on top of all those dirty garbage cans.
I don't think that's true. But
Pull that in.
the way it started was, one of the nights we were there, I was sleeping, and Kim had the thermostat like on 64 degrees or something,
Oh, y'all jailbroke it?
and it was already jailbroken.
Oh,
When we
must have
got
been a
there.
room I stayed in.
Yeah. So, but in that room at Pop, the air conditioning vent just blows
right
on
on.
that second bed, and I woke up and my throat was just dry, and it was terrible.
You could position a pillow to block it somehow, or there's some way you can block it. So you just gotta.
It blows right.
If
directly
you got the
on
box
the-
fan, you could have put it on the other side and it would have pushed against it.
Oh, it might have created a hurricane,
Yeah, vortex.
a
Yeah.
vortex.
Edwin, you can't convince Ian that. There's no way.
Garbage cans they're extra clean.
Yeah, just
Extra
like the
clean.
bottom of my feet.
Extra clean. I would say the garbage cans at Disney are cleaner than your feet.
Oh, I clean my feet twice a day. How often do this?
Oh, they get cleaned way more than that. And they're made of a material that's easily wiped down.
Skin?
No, the garbage cans, not your feet. Ed, how are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. It's starting to get cold up here in the Northeast.
Oh, I know. It's exciting. I love cold weather.
It's gonna be.
It's been 3 days. I'm already sick of it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just tired of it.
I'm down here. Jimmy's got me heated, blowing me out with all this heat.
We're expecting snow, I guess, a little bit maybe. We'll see.
I was in Epcot on Sunday the 10th, just in the evening though. Like we flew in, we got to our friend picked us up from the airport, brought us to Pop. We probably got in Epcot about 5:30. Went through the international gateway, took a left into the UK, where I met up with Frank, Heidi, and Caitlin. Were already in the Rose and Crown, grabbing us a drink. And then we walked over from there, we went straight to America, went and hang out at the Planner and watched Parmalee do 2 of their sets, and they were amazing.
Who was it?
Name of the band is Parmalee. Parmalee.
Do I know a song?
I bet you would know 2 of their songs.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I'm gonna bet.
By the
And
way, Kimberly, the best sleeping temperature is the cold.
Yeah,
sleep.
Rick.
Oh, I
Cold is
like.
better.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like sleeping in cold. I think it was more the cold just blowing on your face. But I keep my room. That's what Kim said. Kim's like, you keep your room at 65 degrees. I do, but it doesn't blow directly in my eyeballs.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have mixed. I see everybody else is getting a little bit more. Kelly's a little further west than we are, north and west of us. Yeah. Did you know there's a Dallas, Pennsylvania?
I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sucks just as bad as the one in Texas.
No, I haven't been there. Although, if it's a town in Philadelphia, I gotta disagree with that. There's no way.
I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
I don't even. I don't even hate necessarily Dallas, Texas.
No, you don't dislike the
city. I just don't like the football team.
I don't think you even have anything against the football team.
No, they're fans.
Yep. There you go.
Fans.
There you go.
Yeah. Edward says no snow in our forecast for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
In Florida, in Orlando.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't hold my breath for it. I can tell you that.
And Mary, you got to stop. You can't not stop if you ever have that opportunity next time. He carries stuff around for people to stop and say hi to him.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely had like buttons or something on me that I could have. Yep.
It's not like he's a celebrity or anything where you don't want to bother him.
No, I don't care. I don't. No.
You would have made his day.
It would have made my day.
It would.
And I know you I think Mary's been part of the Disney Nerds group for probably maybe the whole 10 or 11 years. I mean,
right.
Definitely.
Well, she was also on her way to
yeah. But I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was worth a stop either. So that's just my opinion.
I actually had, and I told him this, and I probably shouldn't have, but I actually had people ask about where Ian is. Hey, Ian, where's Ian? Is Ian coming?
I know. It's surprising.
Oh, your husband. Here's the thing, Mary. I don't know how long you've been married, but your husband probably thinks you're nuts anyway.
Going to Disney. Yeah, no, that's part of
it. See, you make fun of her, and she gives you another compliment.
She already typed and it sent it.
that
was the lag. That was the delay.
I mean, that wasn't really making fun of her. That was just making fun of most men think their wives are kind of nuts. That's just the way.
No, I think it's
the way of the world.
All the Disney fans, their spouses think we're nuts. That type of
thing. Oh, for sure, no doubt about that. I got mine to buy in, so
yeah, you lucked out. That doesn't happen too often. You and Ian, really.
And Ian too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and Michelle both got me to buy in.
Yeah. Michelle was already
figuratively and literally.
Yeah, Michelle was already the fan, so Ian's the one we got to buy in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I can safely say on the show that my wife will never watch, that she will never be a big Disney fan, and it's great. It's fine. We do what we like. That's fine.
Oh, Michelle loves Disney, but she doesn't watch the show.
Yeah, true.
That's fine.
All right, here you go, Ed. I got to turn this on for a minute, which may cause some echoes, but
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Home is where my heart is still beating.
This is a famous song.
When I'll see her again.
Yes.
I hate to see her cry when I'm leaving.
We get to the chorus.
Miles away, and she feels like Carolina, looks like California, shiny like those.
I know the country song version of this.
This is the same song.
No.
She looks back, I'm behind her. I'll always be there for her. She makes me feel like home's not so far.
Huh?
Was that the best?
That's one song.
Mm-hmm. I kind of recognized it.
I've never heard of this song in my life.
I mean, you may not have.
I'm not a big country western fan, or it doesn't really come up that often. But
I would not necessarily call them country.
The only reason why I may have heard of it is because Michelle puts on the music station for Gus when she leaves. So when I come back into the house, sometimes it's playing.
So it's a current song, so it's a pop station, so you'll hear it there.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Sure.
I'm trying to find the other one because there's another one that I don't even know that I knew that they did and that they.
Well, while you're searching that, what's something good? Tell me something good.
Oh,
Push that.
Tell me something good.
what you got?
Oh, I was bringing it up for you.
Oh, I thought
So
you had
did
something.
everybody hear last week how the Disney Cruise Line shipped the Treasure saved 4 people off the coast of Bermuda, I guess between Bermuda and Florida?
Wow,
No, they were stranded.
On their maiden voyage, they rescued a family on a catamaran that had either capsized or was sinking or something like that. The crew picked them up and took them back to port.
All right, well,
That's
good,
something good.
good for Disney Cruise Line.
And they just released a bunch of information about
Well, the Treasure made it up to
the
Manhattan.
treasure.
It was up in Manhattan. My brother was up there, and he took a picture of the New Jersey side with the south side of Manhattan behind it. It was a great picture. And I guess they were christening it today. Was the story?
But there's a lot of pictures coming out like of the Haunted Mansion lounge and stuff like that, which is pretty amazing.
Melissa on her podcast is going to be on the ship in a couple months, so she's tuned in big time. So she's sharing all those things she's seeing with us. And and speaking of the Haunted Mansion lounge, holy crap, they got to bring one of those to the parks because that would also get the line of people waiting to get into it all the time.
Crazy. I would do it.
Well, aren't they creating
They're doing a Pirates lounge.
a DVC lounge, huh?
No, the Pirates is just a lounge.
Right, but it didn't look interactive as much as this, ship lounge, of course, because it's on the ship. It's easier to control, but yeah. Also, the Treasure had a bunch of its horns this week, too. So if you listen to the Disney Nerds podcast, we are just ready to release show 552. And we go over 13 different horns that the Treasure actually was experimenting with and testing out.
I love it when they go through those battles.
Yeah, right.
When they're in port with another Disney ship and they go back and forth with different horn melodies.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, Ed, here you go. Here's a melody for you. This is the other song, I think.
I'm through waiting, taking my time. Never felt like this before. Take my name and make it yours. I hope you don't think it's a little bit crazy saying this all so soon. But baby, it's the right time. Knew it from the first time that I laid eyes on you. It's okay that I'm saying, well, I want you in every single part of my world. My hand, let me make you mine. I'm through waiting, taking my time. Never felt like this before. Take my name and make it yours. I know I'm the last guy anybody think.
Again, not very country.
Here, let me save my voice.
So, anyway, believe it or not, we got there and Frank was so excited.
Oh, he was fangirling?
He was fangirling. I'm like, well, I told you who the man. He didn't read my goddamn message.
No.
That's who was playing.
Right.
And then Morgan messaged me and was like, thank you so much for sharing that. She goes, it was like a big pick-me-up, that Carolina song, because they're from Parmalee, Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the name of the band comes from. So anyway, they were really good. And then
who was the next weekend?
Smash Mouth.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's cool.
It was good. Which
We don't have Lisa here to sing it though.
I wish we did. The lead singer of Smash Mouth died last year.
Yeah.
But they found somebody new that sounded just as good. When they played All Star, like my niece Haley, they were all dancing. She had Terry dancing, and they ended up doing like a whole conga line around the fountain. People from people that we didn't know were joining in.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of fun. I also got to be the hero again with the glow necklaces.
Yeah, very cool.
It was great. I get, because we bring like 100 of them. We probably get 30, 40 people come to the. But it's like $30 for 100 of them. So we just, once we got to America, We're like, what am I going to do with these? I don't want to take them home, so I just crack them.
But it's
hand
so
them out to
cool.
the kids.
Even those 30, 40 people, you see them across the water. You can see them on the other side of the World Showcase.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, once they all spread out.
yeah. It's so fun. I can't take him seriously because he fangirls about Morgan Wallen, which I don't dislike Morgan Wallen, but like that's the only thing he listens to is Morgan Wallen. So
Who, Edwin?
Edwin, he's like, if it ain't Morgan Wallen, we don't know it. Yeah. Good times. What's up, Sally? Sally was supposed to be there. She didn't make it. You've never met Sally, but that's Michelle's sister. My cousin Michelle's sister. Michelle and Hilliard was there. They this is the first time in 3 years they made it. They didn't make it last year because he had class that he couldn't miss, and the year before because of the hurricane stopped him from going.
They come from the West Coast too, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, they come from Oregon. It's a whole day travel. They got there Sunday, the same day as us, but they got in a little later, so we didn't see them till Monday.
By the way, I wore a shirt for what's her name? Australia, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. I hadn't seen Melissa yet. She might be watching. Oh, what button is it? Nope,
not out.
Oh, why?
It says
Shark bait. Hoo-ha! 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 I actually have a Disney shirt on too.
Yeah, you do. Another Rose and Crown. Go figure.
The Pint of No Return.
Nice.
How many Rose and Crown shirts do you own?
2.
You sure?
Maybe 3.
Maybe at least 3.
And a
pint glass.
A Rose and Crown pint glass.
Yeah.
Very coordinated. Who's Michael Bubble? Who's Michael Bubble?
Bublé?
Yeah, I know.
By the way, Harry Connick Jr. is better than Michael Bublé. Argue with Jamal.
I don't know.
Harry Connick Jr. did everything. Harry Connick Jr. made it in the movie. He went to be an actor. His music was fantastic.
Wouldn't the argument be Frank Sinatra did everything first?
Well, sure.
And they,
Sure.
they're good though. They're awesome.
Yeah, no, I like Michael. I'm just giving everyone a hard time. I like Michael Bublé. I obviously have a soft spot for Harry Connick Jr. because he's from New Orleans. Yeah, he's a New Orleans guy.
Yeah.
And I just like pushing Jimmy's buttons and saying that Michael Bublé is better.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Well, for everybody,
Michael Bublé is a Harry Connick Jr. wannabe. Michael Bublé was never in a movie with Will Smith.
Independence Day.
Yep.
Yeah, Michael Bublé doesn't have, or I'm sorry,
He was the Reverend.
Oh, I was gonna say Harry Connick doesn't have a soda that you reference every time you hear or.
Yeah, he wasn't in a sparkling water commercial.
I don't know if that's a plus. I don't know if that gives you points or not. That made deduct points.
Lisa just called Kim. Let's get on with the weekend recap.
What do you guys want to hear?
Well, so how did
let's start up with the paid event at Splitsville. How was the downstairs room?
Very good. Very good. Very much. It was much better than it was last year.
How was the food?
Food was great.
You had a fountain of something, didn't you?
No fountain. We had a nacho station that they hooked us up with.
Okay.
Which went over really well. They destroyed the nacho station.
Good.
We had 2 bartenders. One of which obviously we knew, Steven. Shout out to Steven.
Oh, good.
At Splitsville.
Yeah, nice.
And then I can't remember the other lady's name. Started with an S. Kim helped me.
Just yell at Kim.
I thought it was Shannon, but it's not Shannon. She actually does tours at Universal too. She works at Splitsville at night.
Okay. Great.
Splitsville. This is probably one of the best Splitsville events we've had.
What was the gifts given out? Like, was there a big gift that everybody got?
So we had like a wine tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
like a little metal wine tumbler.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what you like the Summer. The girl's name is Summer.
Hit to the microphone.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hit the mic.
Still recovering.
Like a Yeti tumbler, but just like a little wine tumbler, like they sell for food and wine. So we had those.
Black thing. You're right. The black thing with the logo on it.
Yeah. So we had those, and we had some air fresheners. God, dog it! I wish I had the video because you know what? Let me do this real quick though. Because we had air fresheners, which were really cool, with just the logo on it, which was amazing.
What was the flavor of the air freshener?
Citrus.
Oh, nice. Good call.
I thought nobody could argue about citrus.
Yeah,
like,
no pine.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you go too weird on scents, you might, and you don't want to break them up and do different scents. So I'm thinking, my thought process was I wanted something kind of that everybody would kind of like.
Well, it's
Clean
Florida.
laundry.
It's Florida.
Yeah. Well, and that was kind of my other thought was also kind of soaring, like the citrus smell and
Right. Memories.
yeah.
Not
Could
the
have done the
one.
grass smell.
grass. The African
Dirt.
grass or the
Yeah.
dirt.
Could have got some air fresheners just like dirt.
Mowing the lawn smell.
Yeah, but it was the cleanest dirt you've ever smelled.
Right.
It is pretty clean dirt. You're right. So, then in addition to the air fresheners that we did,
Are you pointing at something we should see?
No, we got some.
I was
extra.
reaching.
Oh, okay. Good.
So that is the little wine tumbler we had.
We had Kim visit, I think, before it happened.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
We did it. Kim visit.
Had to
So we had the
clean it
little
up.
wine tumbler.
Nice.
So we had some koozies with the Disney Nerds logo and the Welcome Home Travel logo,
Okay.
and then
The air
Air
freshener.
fresheners.
the air freshener. But then also we did like
I need an extra one. I need a new one for my truck.
Oh, I'll give you one.
Okay.
We got some extras.
You're lucky.
So then we also had one that was kind of like a prank.
Oh, right.
So I was kind of handing them out, and I had like a couple of these in my hand, and I was handing these out, but I had one of the prank ones.
Yes, you are, Chris.
He's a Hold the Mayo fan.
Yeah, roast beef Ron.
Yeah, I'm live.
So then I'm handing them out, and I gave one to Caitlin Thiel, and I gave one of these to Frank Thiel, and I gave one to Heidi, which was this one.
Oh, you got a Frank?
Goes on that. That's Heidi's husband. That's Frank. So.
Yeah, so I said, how'd that get in there?
And did Frank smell citrusy, or did he get his own smell?
I think it was citrus. I think it was citrus as well.
Lucky.
And if you saw his face when he saw that thing, he cracked up.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Frank crack up so hard in my life. Lisa's got a video, so if she joins us next week, we could probably play the video of
Yeah, I want to see that. Cool.
of me handing that to Heidi, and then she kind of taps Frank on the shoulder, and Frank looks over, and he's like, "You son of a bitch."
Very cool.
So I had like 5 of those made too. So we had a couple of those that we gave out. So it was a lot of fun. That was great. It was good times. And then I mean that was kind of it.
Well, that was the Splitsville meetup.
Yeah.
What?
And then
So did you guys? Okay, so the big thing you always do after the Splitsville meetup is try to get everybody onto the balloon.
didn't do it.
Okay, and the drone show's done. That's a no deal anymore.
That was just a
Ended
summer
in
thing.
September. Yeah. So nothing at night down there anymore.
No, and remember at that point, I mean, I'm still not feeling.
All right, sure.
I'm not 100%. And then also Skip from Disney Day Drinkers
All
Oh,
right.
you passed by?
popped up at the meetup, came, said hello. I'm trying to think of who had a picture of that I can.
You did.
I know. I was trying to think of who I could snoop their.
It was shared with us in Facebook, the All group.
Yeah, I was trying to think of somebody I could snoop their Facebook.
Well, anyway,
somebody else.
Well, how did the what about the scavenger hunt?
So and then
go in order. So Friday night.
Yeah, so Friday night. Then we also had the meetup at Epcot, the Sampleathon, which went really well. We met over kind of by the water, where the Odyssey walks down before you take that left. So we were kind of right behind the Mexico food and wine booth, which is kind of before you actually get into Mexico. Yeah, go in order, Ian. God damn it.
Well, I wasn't there.
He said, "Come on, Ian."
So it was everybody's first experience of food and wine, and because they didn't have it so early in the summer this year, so that was cool. Did anything stick out for you?
I did try the unnecessarily spicy but delicious.
The chicken wings.
The chicken wings.
Uh-huh.
They were unnecessarily freaking spicy.
Good. It should
That's
be.
exactly what I told you.
They were like curry. They were like habanero curry. So I bought them because Courtney said she would try them.
Right.
So Courtney tried them first, and then I'm like, nah, I can't be a bitch.
No.
So I tried them.
Yeah, no.
And Courtney did pretty good. Courtney probably did better than I did. By the way, it got the sinuses flowing. You know, it cleared me up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Bradley Crawford came by, and he tried them. He just grabbed the whole wing and went like a lollipop, and
Like a pro.
like a pro. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of hot.
Yeah. If they advertise it being that hot, thank gosh it's that hot, because
Especially if it says unnecessarily
you know,
hot. Yeah.
right.
So
Many times it's not that hot. And I'm not saying at Disney, just in general, you get that advertisement and it just doesn't stand up to it. So
Brad Crawford, part of his job, he travels all over the country. And he said, you know, anytime he's in the north, he doesn't really believe, like, when stuff says it's that hot. Like, he says usually it's just not that hot. But when you're in the south, you know, when you're down here and something says unnecessarily hot, it's probably going to be freaking hot.
You got to give it more credence.
You got to give it carries a little more weight because, you know. Did have some pictures and maybe a video.
You should have videoed you eating a spicy chicken.
I got a picture of that. Lisa's probably got a video of that too.
So you did the walk from Mexico to America, and did you do the normal stops like Norway? I think is where stop.
Yeah, did you get your Viking coffee with everybody?
I did get Viking coffee. A bunch of us went and got Viking coffee.
Did you get it with an extra shot?
School bread? No. Can you get it with an extra shot?
Yeah,
you can get everything with an extra shot. What are you talking about?
I don't know if it'd be good with an extra shot.
and that's the key, isn't that? To Skip's like big story is that the extra
That's
shot,
it.
like $2 more.
Well, but Viking coffee is this big.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it's got Kahlua and Bailey's in it.
So it's little.
Right, so it can stand another shot.
So if you did an extra shot of both of those, you would have
Bailey's
no coffee
good.
in it. It would just be Kahlua and Bailey's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the cup's only this
I
big.
still don't see the problem.
I will tell you this.
Just get a bigger cup.
Well, they don't have bigger cups, Ian. That's not the way it works. There's little coffee cups. I will tell you this. Before the meetups. All right, Edwin, hot or cold, though? Hot's the only answer. Unless you're a female.
Even in the summertime?
I'd still take the hot.
Mm.
Well,
And
the
it was
cold,
nighttime for
the
the
cold,
so
the
I'll
cold
give
one,
Hot.
the cold
So
one
you
is
carry,
like
bring your own cup. Just like you bring Ziploc bags, you gotta bring your own cup.
the cold one's like a Starbucks drink. Like it's a frozen. It's all sugary and crap. I mean the hot one.
No,
tastes
not
like
frozen.
well, that's what it is. It's either cold or
You can't get it served on ice?
maybe I don't know. Maybe the frozen one is on ice, but it's like really sugary and. It's
Oh,
not,
it should be on ice.
Hey Heather, how are you? Yeah, figures. He probably drinks an iced Starbucks listening to Morgan Wallen.
Makes me curl my toes.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, I finished my my cup. What whiskey can I have of yours? Heaven Hill.
So the whole goal of a walk around on Friday night is getting our way to America so that we can watch the show over there in the theater.
Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you when we were on extra shots was Thursday before the meetup. I went and played golf. Lisa and I, Austin Cushman, and Bradley Crawford.
How'd you shoot?
Pretty good. We all played pretty good, but like by the third hole at 10:30 in the morning, we're drinking double transfusions, which they only had like one cup. So like when you put 2 shots of Tito's in it, there's not much transfusion. It was literally like drinking Tito's out of a straw, a little flavored Tito's out of a straw.
By the third hole?
By the third hole, that's what Bradley started it. And then I'm like, I don't think I'm ready. And then Lisa's like, I'll do a vodka and diet. I'm like, God.
You can't get shown up by Lisa.
I can't have Brad and Lisa ordering drinks. And, I'm going to order a Coke. No. So.
I need a Diet Coke.
So, yeah. So that was another story of small cups.
So what are we looking at?
Tasting.
That's my initial reaction of one bite of that wing.
It doesn't look like you're enjoying it.
It was hot, bro.
I've had it. I know. It's not very enjoyable.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, I've had it.
I mean, you could definitely taste like the flavor.
Got to try it.
Oh, it's worth a try.
I said, oh my God. Okay, did she say she could handle it, or?
She said she would try it.
I like the hat.
She said she likes spicy.
She's literally kicking your ass.
Logan back
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
She did way better.
She didn't even
All
like
right, all right. I respect that.
Can we just get you a cup of the sauce?
What in the
No.
hell is it dipped in?
Carolina Reaper curry.
I'm smelling it, and what's good was that I was stuffy before
Is it
this,
miserable?
and now
Everyone's getting those. It's great.
2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 feet away.
Y'all can't hear what she was saying, but she was saying her eyes were watering.
Well, it
it.
wasn't.
Still had a milder reaction than you did in one picture.
That was my initial reaction, and I took a yeah. Hey,
Yeah, that's what it is.
hey, big dog, you are local. Go head over to the Odyssey, and go ahead and get you some. Let me know what you think.
Hey, Terry, how's it going?
Lisa wasn't even attempting to try it. Lisa's like, I'm not. No way.
Really?
Yeah, Lisa doesn't like spice.
Well, you know what you're gonna like. If you don't like hot at all, you're not gonna try those.
No, I've had Lisa order shrimp and grits at one of the food and wine places and give it to me because it was too spicy for her.
It's weird how some people are very sensitive to that. What's up, Terry?
Andrew,
Really?
my son-in-law.
Well, because David is too.
Yeah, he doesn't like anything spicy.
I can't even put black pepper on food, and David's like, "Oh, this is hot."
No.
And I usually eat.
Little heat's good.
Yeah.
Guys, real quick before we move on, I just want to let everybody know Terry's joining us real quick tonight. Hopefully, she'll be on the show this week too, doing the recap for the podcast. Terry is the one to thank for all our birthday wishes and our anniversary wishes on our Facebook page. She is incredible, and twice a year she makes me feel great. So thank you very much, Terry.
And she shows up like they live in Canada and they flew down just for the meetups.
And they were at the meets too. So yeah, we're gonna be doing.
I need that type of commitment from Ian.
I was about to say,
Right?
She shows me up.
Yeah,
she was with us for the summertime meetup. So yeah, definitely.
She made two meet both.
She did.
Both
I was there at the summertime.
You're 50-50. She lives in Canada and is 100%.
Yeah, he basically just held on to Jimmy on the way to summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so the next show, 5:53, it's going to be all about the trip reports too. We'll have some more people on talking about it. And also, before I forget too, I mentioned 5:52. We're talking about the trip horns. Well, I played a recording of those 13 horns, and we didn't mention what they were here tonight for a reason. We're starting a contest. If you can go on to the show, 5:52, listen to the horns, name the horn, send us an email, or name as many as you can. Send us an email. You'll be in the running for a nice little prize.
Nice.
Yep, we're going to do that for the next couple shows, and I believe it's December 15th is the final date, but I'll get that for sure by the next week's show.
I did some type of crazy drink in China. I forgot what it was called. It was like a dragon butterfly.
Don't they have some type of tea or something?
They've got a bunch of stuff at the tea stand. It was so good. We're going to get to that shortly, Heather.
Oh, I just thought of something good.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm another week closer to my trip in December.
Nice.
That's awesome.
What's December?
9th through the 13th?
Mm-hmm.
We're just going. Just Michelle and I just going.
Nice. Awesome.
Go hit up all the
Christmas stuff?
Yeah. She wants to go see all 37 Christmas trees in Disney Springs.
Kim did them all. I went back to the room and crashed Saturday night because we were flying out Sunday, but Kim stayed.
So what I'm gonna do
Kim stayed
is
with Charlotte, and they went and found everyone.
I'm not gonna take pictures of just the tree. I'm gonna make her pose in front of every picture. Tree.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Get your Christmas card too. Yeah, you'll have time to get it made. A week.
Yeah. What more could you ask for?
Yeah. Hand them out when people come for Christmas.
I couldn't afford a gift, so here's a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys brought up a definite motto of the Disney nerds because every day is a day closer to our next Disney trip.
I hate Edwin. So then we ended in America. Oh, we did. I mean, obviously there's a lot, man. I like kind of that way around. Not as many good beers, but I drank less beer.
So
what about more food? Drinks.
What about food?
We don't do food.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
All right. So after my December trip, I'll give you a food report. How about that?
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Mm-hmm. Then we went over to America for Smash Mouth. Let's see.
Wow.
See how that went.
How does that song go? Whoever that laugh was, that's great. Was that Frank?
I don't know who that was singing.
Whose video?
My video, but I don't remember who it was. It wasn't me singing, and it's my video. Let's see. Let's go loop back.
You got some of those later.
Here you go.
Is that Miss Trudy?
Miss Trudy, yeah. So, good time.
I love me some Miss Trudy.
That's Heidi's mom, Edward.
Yep.
So it was a good time. It really was. And then the following day was the scavenger hunt, which was in Animal Kingdom. We met over at the
Flame Tree
barbecue seating. which is nice. It's a nice covered area, and we're
And
there
it's empty in
earlier.
the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, we get there at 10. By time people started going out, people started showing up with like food to sit, so we got everybody out of there. It must open around 10:30. Flame Trade, because that's when people started getting there, and
But there's so many tables in that place.
oh yeah, no, we weren't anybody's way. I mean, we
Yeah.
had like 4 tables, and there was still a bunch of empty tables, but
Yeah, even when it's busy, you can always find a spot.
it's giant. I mean, it goes all the way down by the water. It was actually a great place to watch kite tails
Or
down
any
by
of
the water.
any
Yeah.
of the shows.
I miss kite tails.
I know.
Nice. Like when it's cold in the parks. I miss
The
any
first
of the
time,
shows they had
the
there.
first time I saw kite tails, I thought there was a screw up when they crashed the kites into the ground.
That's how they land them.
Right, exactly. So I thought I caught some big major screw up on film.
We did see them screw up a lot, though. I mean, they would run them they would get blown into the trees and stuff. So yeah, it was a giant mess.
Yeah, it was something they tried. Give them credit for that. So Heather, did you guys have a team name? And congratulations on winning. Definitely. I heard it was a 2-point victory. I can't believe how close every year it is between the first 2 or 3 teams. It's always 3 or 4 points tops. I mean, it's a lot closer sometimes, but just I can't believe how close it is.
Every time.
Which I try to, I guess, maybe try to help it make so people can answer a lot of the questions, perhaps, or excuse me. So yeah, nice. We're gonna actually spend a podcast going over the scavenger hunt and kind of go over the process of creating it, going over all the questions we did for Animal Kingdom. Give me another day, but it's going to be posted on the Disney Nerds podcast blog, so you can go out there and you can check it out. And it's probably going to be good for Animal Kingdom as is for a little while longer, not much longer. But then for the most part of it, probably 3/4 will still be good for about a year or two. I did have a question. Mouseketeers, of course. Yeah, it's cool, Heather. And I had a question for Heather too. So now, one of the questions I had on there was about the live animals as you're walking around the park. You see the gibbons, obviously, the black monkeys in Asia. There was also some other marmots or some other type small monkeys in a cage. I saw at one point. I mentioned those.
Cotton top tamarin.
Right, the tamarins. And then I asked for other live animals. And in my mind, I was thinking about the alligator and the tortoise over in Dino Land, which I
By the way, you know what we got?
So
Those stupid white birds.
Oh, the crawbacks?
The crowbacks, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I buy that.
So a wild animal.
Yeah.
It is.
But
you can also find them in Epcot.
Well, I was thinking mainly a caged animal as far as what else they had, because I never even paid attention to that before, other than the trails,
But I mean, the way it was worded, I mean, those ibises or what is it, Grobek?
Well, that's the Cajun term.
Yeah, it's like long beak.
Crooked beak.
Long beak, I think.
Crooked beak.
Oh, good job, Kim. Good job. Kim helped with the grading, the key.
She did. I did the score. I scored them each and then handed them up to Kim, and she added them up and calculated this.
Exactly how I put it together. We also used a QR code to help out with the introduction this time. I might want to consider that next year, be a little bit more involved in the entire thing. So we might use it more so next time.
Yep.
It's a hit and miss with the gibbons, Terry. So glad you saw them.
By the way, Jimmy's trying to fact check me.
Yeah.
And what?
Because we have a dispute. He's saying the crawback means long beak.
Oh, gotcha.
And I said I think it's Cajun for crooked beak.
Right. So the rest of us can kind of move on with our lives while you guys do.
Because no one else cared.
Right. Heather, what did you learn? And is anybody else watching tonight that was at the hunt? Is there anything that stuck out as being a cool fact or something different? To me, one of the biggest things was tiffins. I didn't realize that a tiffin is a multi-level lunchbox made out of metal or wood that's used in India and some other United Kingdom countries, which if you look at Tiffin's, the restaurant, there's 4 of them stacked right on top of the sign. and that's exactly what they are, little lunch boxes. So that was cool shit. I was like,
I never knew that.
What was the other thing that really stuck out? Oh, when you pass, what's the bird attraction, the bird show in Asia? It used to have the tourists in it, and now I think it might have a little of the up characters or
Yeah, it's got Russell.
yeah. So when you walk past that, there's that big crushed statue that has a tree growing out of it. They used to have a bench next to it or in it that you could sit by it. You're familiar with this? It's by the bridge that comes over to Asia where that little bar is too. Well, anyway, I always thought for years and years that big crushed statue was a dragon. It's a tiger, I found out, basically doing the research, which was cool because it's a very respected animal, yada, yada. But the tree became even a more respected thing because it came and grew in the tiger and crushed it and basically broke it apart. So that's why that tree is a big prayer tree now in that area.
So it wasn't designed to do that?
I'm sorry?
It wasn't originally designed to do that?
It was designed exactly around that idea. I just I always thought it was a dragon and there was no real theory behind it or story, but it was pretty cool. And yes, Friends of Flight, Kim. Yeah. Next time, Edwin.
Are you still researching, Jimmy?
Yeah, so
right. So now Heather is a team that
two different things. We're conflating two different.
We have a choice when we do it next year, or what park we should do next, or what we should do. I'm playing with the idea of the monorail hunt because I think the monorails have been a lot more reliable recently in the last couple of years now.
Oh, you know why that is?
Why?
I didn't know this. I think Lisa told me this. It's because of Disney's big fight with the state of Florida and them getting rid of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. So Department of Transportation came in and made them fix a bunch of things because they were self-governed before when it was Reedy Creek. Well, when they dissolved that and it became an official office of the
State of Florida.
You put state of Florida actual officials in there, then the department, the transportation department comes in and apparently that's one of the reasons is that you had some oversight come in and say you guys got to fix this crap.
Right. So a monorail hunt might be an idea. A lot more animals in the Tree of Life. Yeah, definitely. I tell you what, I have a video on the Disney Nerds YouTube page that I walked around the tree one year. Is it on their page or is it on mine? I'll have to check that. I walked around the tree and took videos of it. Oh my gosh. When you walk around Discovery Island and all those trails looking up at the roots of the tree and everything like that, there's 100 more just down there. When I set up the hunt for those animals, I said elephant, and then I found out afterwards there was 5 elephants on the tree. So I had and 4 hippos and all this other stuff. So I had to kind of do a little bit more research to make sure there was only one of each you guys could see.
We need you to 3D print one of those.
Definitely. Well, I'm starting
the Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life. I'm starting a project with people in the podcast, and I'm looking for helpers too, where I'm going to map the Tree of Life so that we can actually have an animated Tree of Life online where you can go kind of spin it around and see all the animals that are on it. So we're going to try to start locating all the animals and pinning them where they belong. Should be
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so what does Kimberly mean by a resort hunt?
Like a monorail.
Yeah, so the
like
monorail
a scavenger hunt, but it would go Grand Floridian, contemporary, Polynesian.
Right. But it would also include the Magic Kingdom entrance and the Ticket and Transportation Center. I would include those on it too. Anywhere the monorail stops. And I did one a long time ago with a group, 15 years plus now, with another group, and it was great. We had a really, really good time with it, and you're going to see a lot of things you don't normally see.
By the way, did you take any pictures while you were at the Grand Floridian?
I did. I think I spotted Ian there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because Michelle definitely sent me a screenshot. I was like, "What is Jimmy doing?"
I I was pretending to be Ian.
You can't be like me. You wish you could be like me.
I know. I got some other pictures I want to share too, just so I can shut.
By the way, Heather, how cool is the Grand Floridian gingerbread house? It is super cool. And the fact that they made it functional and that you can buy drinks out of it.
Oh, I don't have it.
Which is kind of nice. When I was there the one time way back, it was only the gingerbread shingles you can get down there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the boy, can I give you guys a secret?
I love secrets.
But
But what's it? Friends make secrets? Secrets?
I mean, you should
Make
get.
friends?
You actually should get this.
Tell me something good.
For who?
Okay.
So this is going to be all right. So there's one of the gingerbread men that you can get over at the Grand Floridian
With the trees.
gingerbread
Very nice.
cookie, and there's a plank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all right,
Wrong way.
that was it. So when you're walking into, if you're taking the monorail into Grand Floridian and you go downstairs
To the first floor.
to the first floor, if you go back toward the gingerbread house on the left side, there was a line that you could go to buy the planks and the gingerbread houses and all that.
Right.
So the line was long, and my godchild Haley wanted one of the planks, but the line was long. We're like, it's not worth waiting to that. So then we went to the front to go grab an Uber to Disney Springs, and then it was like 10-minute wait for the Uber. So we walked back in and was talking to the guy that was greeting everybody. And if you walked past the front desk towards the steps and you took a left, they had another little kiosk with no one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That sold all the gingerbread men and the planks and all the stuff that the other place sold. They sold it too, but nobody was there.
Right, but it wasn't the house, so nobody wanted it.
Correct. So it's off on its own. But they sold all the same stuff.
Well, you go take a picture of the house and then go buy whatever
correct,
you want from the other place.
Correct. 100%.
Ding, ding, ding.
100%. That is correct.
That's a good pro tip there, James.
So that was it saved us a bunch of time. It did cost me money because I wasn't buying them.
You know what I just learned about? Didn't know this, by the way. And I'm partly ashamed. That Disney, for New Year's, has in Epcot, every single country, they celebrate and do fireworks for every single country during their time zones for New Year's.
Wow. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
cool.
You didn't know that?
No.
That's what Michelle told me. I didn't verify any of this.
I believe Michelle.
So that makes me want to go for New Year's.
So it's going to be for some countries in the day time?
Yeah, I guess. That would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Who knew?
I'm willing to find out. How about that?
Yeah, definitely. Worth it.
I'm willing to go pay up and find out.
Very cool.
Good stuff. I like it.
Okay.
Here's one good picture of the night the Splitsville meetup.
Oh, awesome.
Chris and Terry, me and Chris Nemec.
My number one fan.
Yeah, Chris Nemec loves me.
To the
He
two
hated-
Chris's.
He used to hate you.
He hated me the first day.
You got to get to know you.
Well, he met me when
I'm
I was
surprised.
tuned up.
I'm surprised he didn't like him less after he got to meet him.
I appreciate that he told me, though. He said, by the way, I didn't like you.
I thought you were. He ain't what he said. He said, I thought you were a.
Oh, he's honest to a quick. Great.
And then he said by day 2 or 3, he's like, this guy's okay.
All right, here you go. This is me trying to be like Ian.
The Grand Floridian.
Yeah, I was gazing down at all the peasants.
Yeah.
Thinking, I'm better than you.
It just doesn't work in the cargo shorts.
No, it doesn't with the backpack.
By the By the way, I would never wear cargo
Oh,
shorts.
there it is. That's the one Michelle sent me.
I would never wear cargo shorts, by the way.
Well, whatever. Nice though. So,
It just doesn't look natural.
All right, you want to flip back to another pro tip, and we've talked about this before.
just
When to visit Magic Kingdom?
Go to Magic Kingdom on the day that there is a party. Because
Because it closes early.
it closed early, a lot of people don't go. So that 15-minute wait on Big
Mountain?
Thunder was pretty incredible.
Oh, all the Christmas decorations.
That's the gingerbread house at Contemporary.
that looks like a stage.
They do a castle.
It is.
I'm sure Michelle's gonna have me take pictures of all of that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
Sure. Buy her a camera.
It's called a cell phone.
Better use hers.
Let's see. One other one real quick that's good to take a peek at. Oh man.
See, Terry confirmed it. She said she's watched a vlogger do it or something.
What?
The New Year's thing. I'm assuming that's what she's talking about.
No.
I don't know.
Regardless, I'll find out. Not this year, next year.
Right.
Two things.
Yes,
that
that's one of the things we always try to do every year, and believe it or not, we're horrible at that.
Taking group pictures?
Yeah. We try to. We almost want to hire somebody just to make sure it gets done.
We need the wives there to just remind everybody. Picture time, picture.
Yeah. Everybody send their headshot, and we'll put them together in a shot at Epcot.
It wasn't that long ago we were doing a show, and Ian said, "Hey, why don't they do the disappearing wall on Tron anymore?"
Yeah, and everybody in the comments agreed with me, by the way.
But here you go. Whoop.
I bet it's the wait times.
It's right there. Here
Yeah.
it goes.
What was your wait to get into the ride, or was it?
50 minutes.
Yeah, which is nothing really.
Ed, when we did it in July, did we see
I don't even know
that?
if we went. We just walk. I don't even know if we went in the room or we just like walked through. It
No,
was.
you just walked straight.
The
through
other
it.
thing I want to talk about is Ian and Lisa can kiss my butt. I went up the Family Robinson treehouse.
Oh, you did?
Good.
Yep.
You got to do it once every like.
How long did it take you?
It's quick.
2
And-
hours
And
Yeah.
you can't have a crowd.
I mean, with
If you
breaks.
get that line.
with breaks.
Well, yeah, it's a hell of a climb.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It wasn't that terrible.
Oh, it is.
The other thing I thought was really cool, and you guys know I'm kind of a gadget nerd.
Or just a nerd, period.
A little. I mean, yes. I mean that's true. You're not wrong. But
Well, what gadget did you like?
my glasses.
Oh,
my-
yeah.
The camera glasses.
Yeah, my Ray-Ban Metas. I'm waiting for it to go through so I can show you guys a little something.
Yeah, how many times did you tape stuff?
A decent amount. That
Get it loaded on YouTube. Did you take it on? Is it? Can you wear them on a ride? Just curious.
about to show you.
Ding, 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 ding.
You about to learn something.
You're about to
learn something.
F around and find out.
Getting late.
Well, I had to wait for it to upload.
It just came through. My phone buzzed. It came through.
Guardians.
No, this is Big Thunder.
Yeah, I'll
I
fast
can't-
forward it to get out the dark. Hold on.
It's the wildest ride in the
Oh, there you go.
wilderness.
Here you go.
Oh, I saw this video already. That was done with the glasses. Nice.
This with my glass. Yeah, just my Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah,
on.
because you can see his two hands holding on for dear life because he's.
And then Haley made me put my hands up shortly thereafter.
And I guess actually you could put like one of those straps on the glasses too to kind of make
If
it.
you're worried about it, I wasn't too worried about it on Thunder, but I mean there are attractions that I would be concerned. Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to just ride willy nilly on Guardians.
Yeah,
that's
correct.
awesome. That's great. Forget those little square little
The GoPros.
Oh, they're
Well,
out.
what I like about it, it's not too shaky either.
How much
No, they
memory?
must. Well, it's not about the memory because it automatically feeds it to your phone, like it updates it to your phone.
Gotcha.
But it's about. I think you can only do a 2-minute video.
Okay.
It was 60 seconds, and they changed it. They updated it to 2 minutes. So
Great. And there was your 2 minutes.
yeah. Well, I probably killed it before that, and I did a couple different ones. So
How fast can you restart it? Like, can you do a video? It ends in 2 minutes, and then restart it.
yeah, immediately restart it. Yep.
That's not that bad. You put it together, you won't even tell there's a break.
The only my only complaint about my Ray-Ban Metas is I wish I'd have spent $50 more and got the transition lenses because mine are just sunglasses. So when you go indoors, it's kind of
Dark.
But if you get the transition lenses,
Yeah, but then you look cool.
no, you look like an idiot. But if you get the transition lenses, they just go clear and it looks like you're wearing a pair of glasses.
Right.
And that makes it better?
You wear glasses, idiot.
I wear contacts.
You do wear glasses.
What'd you like about Tron?
She liked the length.
So like how short it was?
I didn't want to say that. I don't want to say that right away because
By the way, I think the
that's not a good.
I think the length of the attraction is fine.
No, it could be twice as long, in my opinion.
Well,
I agree with that.
I mean, for God's sake, so could the Haunted Mansion.
Well, let's put it this way. The first time I was on it, I get to the end of the ride and we kind of go around the corner as if we're going into another room the way it seemed, and we didn't. And so that whole thought stuck with me from then on.
So you had poor expectations.
Yeah.
You set yourself
I
up.
expected more. Which I don't think I was wrong in expecting more either.
I was.
The beginning is the best. And then after that, it's just left, right, left.
Best
right.
part to me is the outside's cool, but the best part is when you look to your left and the mirror shows you like the guy you're racing against, which is
the other team.
but it's you guys. They just color the cycle different. It's like orange as it's going by versus your blue.
Yeah.
But that's great because you noticed that finally. But they could have had more of that. That's what I want. The race. That's the point.
You either win or you lose.
I want to see the intersection where the other guy eats it. That type of stuff more. So.
Well, they have one where he bites it right in front of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He wasn't paying attention.
More.
He was worried about how short it was.
I want more.
More.
It's like Star Wars.
It's also another ride you can't get on.
I want more, and I know I shouldn't.
You are going fast, Heather. Yeah, that's for sure.
We waited 50 minutes to do Tron. That was the same day as that was the longest we waited at Magic Kingdom. 50 minutes to do Tron.
Right.
Which I thought was fine.
Well, do you still need a
They don't do it anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's either you pay for a lightning lane or you do standby.
And 50 minutes for standby on Tron.
I thought it was fine.
When you have a lightning lane, before when you had the virtual queue, it was a 50-minute wait.
It was an hour. It was an hour and a half in July.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
With the virtual queue.
With the virtual queue, right.
50 minutes. 50-minute wait put us underneath, like when we got to the end of the line, put us underneath the canopy and the little switchback. So you were already under the fans, so it was fine. I mean, you were outside for a couple minutes, and before you knew it, you were inside.
I was like, you don't even notice the hour then.
Yeah,
it's that line from the canopy out to when you come up the hill and you come around the corner.
Yeah, when you're standing on the face of the sun.
They could add like maybe a dozen more umbrellas would be kind of cool.
Yeah, some more shade would be nice and some fans.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they just cover
the whole damn thing.
Sure. Florida hurricanes, maybe wind, weather, stuff like that. They have to worry about. I don't know, but you're right. That should make sense.
I mean, just the umbrellas,
right?
Those just anything to get you to block some of the sun is nice.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, then Saturday after I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Where'd you end
What
up?
happened?
We went to Splitsville and watched the Florida LSU game with Frank and Heidi and Courtney and Logan.
That was a terrible
Caitlin
game.
and
That was so bad.
I almost jumped off the balcony of Splitsville. I wouldn't have died. I would have broke my legs though.
That's so much.
Because that's better.
Yeah.
No, worse. It'd be worse. And then while we were there Sunday, we had our flight, but our flight wasn't until 3:50. So by the time we checked out the room, Kim and I and Haley, my niece, went and checked our bags and went and took a little ride to Disney Springs. And
That's against your MO. Usually you're back home in bed by like 10 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, we did a later flight. Well, by the way, I took into this anticipation that there was a football game, and we were thinking it was probably 6-7 o'clock football game, and I'd be drinking, so I could sleep in a little bit before leaving the room.
Right.
But
Well,
it was fine, and we went and walked around Disney Springs for a little while and did a little shopping. And Kim got some Wetzel's pretzels. I got a little hot dog trio from Wolf's, BB Wolf's, I think it is. And Haley's favorite thing is churros, so she got a churro. And then we also tried there's a place on the walkway across from like Rainforest that does like Dole Whips and stuff. And there was a little sampler that you could get that had one that was like a Christmas thing. It was like a peppermint, and they had the regular swirl.
Oh,
and
in
they had
Springs?
another one that was pistachio and something else.
nice.
It was delicious. The three of us tried that, and it was really good.
Did you?
You could start us on a whole other topic here, Kim. This is another show in itself. It's a matter of, I went with Hope and her friend last year, and we did Fantasyland from Rope Drop, and we did all of it because the friend had never done any of the rides in there. So fun to do all those rides and do them all. But yeah, definitely with a little kid though, I can't wait to do that again.
So
Did you redo the picture? Holding hands with Haley?
Oh, I didn't.
Ah, you didn't do
That
that?
wasn't Haley.
Who was that?
That's Dakota.
I don't know. All right. My bad.
Anyway,
My bad. Never mind.
the other thing I guess I should have brought up is at the Splitsville meetup, we also had a new baby on the way announcement that we did.
Oh, yeah. How did you?
It was pretty awesome.
Because your boy didn't even know.
He thought he was getting punked.
He didn't believe it?
So our friend Austin, who has a fairly young baby and a toddler, his wife's pregnant again.
Oh wow!
Apparently, if,
And he
if
didn't
you need a
even
kid,
know. He didn't
he'll hook your
know.
wife
So
up.
while we were playing golf, Kim went with. That's why Kim was with the kids. Went with Megan.
Oh great!
the
The little ones, little.
They went with the little ones, the baby
yeah, nice.
and a toddler, and but then Megan also had shirts made. So then they came to the Splitsville thing, and Austin didn't even know his wife was pregnant. Like she found out right before we were leaving to go. So she wanted to do something and she had shirts made for the
Kim just said, not sure if the rest of their family knows.
I guess they're gonna know now. I don't think they're watching anyway.
Yeah,
but,
I gotta be safe to say that they're not watching.
yeah, I'm gonna go out on a
I mean,
limb
the
and
thing
say
is,
they're not watching.
yeah, but it's, I don't know.
I like to think that, Jimmy, that you have that thought, but
It makes me funny. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
so they're-
it's quarter after. We gotta finish for tonight. I'm starting to go to sleep. Sorry, guys. Sounded like a great trip, though.
Goodbye.
I mean, say no more. Pull the lever, Crump.
No, we got a whole nother shelf of whiskey that we can have.
That's true.
I have my own lever. Anyway,
Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. I'm sorry. God, they're gonna hate me if their in-laws found out.
They found out
It's
this
gonna
way.
be grandparents again. from a podcast. But you know what? Maybe they should go on the Disney trips with their kids.
It's the third. It's not the first. It's not going to be a big thing.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a great surprise, and we got to do a little announcement. And also,
He didn't believe it at first.
He was in denial.
Yeah.
He's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me." And he's got 2 boys. So this one's a boy. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Pull out.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic night. Ed, thanks for joining us. Ian, always a good time. Wish Lisa could have made it.
But you got her sick, so
I understand 100%. I struggled through the whole back half of the week last week, and it was not fun. I was not always a great person, so I apologize to my wife and anybody else who maybe got a little grumpy Jimmy, because as much as you try and power through, and it's still Disney World, it still takes its toll on you mentally and physically while you're trying to do that. So,
and you're just naturally moody anyway.
I'm kind of a dick most of the time, so
I was trying to be nice about it, but
don't worry. We've been knowing each other long enough to not be nice to each other. So thank you guys for joining. We'll see you. Oh, I won't be here.
Wait, no, where you gonna be?
I'm gonna be
next week.
I'll be on a plane to the dark area of Orlando.
Next year, Kim.
That shadowy place where nobody talks about.
The one you do not go to, Simba.
Yeah, correct.
You're going to
Universal.
Oh, okay.
But fear not.
SeaWorld.
I have a wand. So, you know, if some bad stuff goes down,
If it was one of those ones that shoot this little flames out and you shot it at me,
that'd be the best thing ever. So I have a wand and I know how to use it. So don't worry about me. I'll be safe. I'll be safe at that dark, shadowy place. But it should be fun. Me and Kim and I are going to spend Thanksgiving weekend down there. Should be a blast. Exciting.
I'm gonna be in the deer stand.
You want my wand?
I have a better chance of stirring up deer with that wand than I do.
Well, I was thinking maybe you could like freeze them with the wand before you shoot it.
Yes.
You know, immobile deer. Much easier to take care of.
Yeah, right.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Talk to you later. See you next week. Well, I won't, but
I'll see you when I see you.
By the way, make sure to follow the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, because even at Universal, I'll probably still post some videos and stuff while we're there.
Sure.
Maybe some live streams while we're there.
Right. Oh, and before we finish up, Dreamfinder Radio, guys, we're switching over to the holiday music program tonight. So after 11 o'clock, it should be our holiday music. So listen in.
Jason, you live.
All right, roast beef Ron.
See my
We're gonna have to send Ed some videos of
Hold the Mayo.
So because everybody that knows us pops on and goes, "Am I live?
Am I
live right now?" All right, roast beef Ron. All right, talk to you guys later. Bonne nuit, les gens. Good night, people.
Good night.